Okay, hi. We are from group LAX2017, group 24. So my name is Muhammad BADRI Muhammad Shah and my matrix number is 203095.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is SYAFIQA binti Mohamed. My matric number is 206008.
Hello everyone, my name is Daryshenee LETCHUMANAN and my metric number is 202349.
Hi, I am NURUL binti ATAN, matrix number 195990.
So this is our last reflection video. So who
Yeah.
wanna start first?
I will start first. Can I?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
can.
Um, okay. Our first our first story is the Jack and the Beanstalk, right?
Yes.
Our second video, the ugly duckling. So for me, I think my opinion, um, the ugly duckling is better because for me because the ugly duckling is about we must believe and love ourselves. So I think the story is inspired me to always be ourselves. But the Jack and the Beanstalk also good. Um, it has a very moral of the story, but I think if I have to choose these two story, I will choose the ugly duckling. So that's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, I will tell my point. So actually I have same thoughts as Aina. From my point of view, I also will choose Ugly Duckling because I felt Ugly Duckling is much more better than the Jack and the Beanstalk. I felt that Ugly Duckling has more lesson compared to Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay, first thing about the whole story is just nice and it has a lot of characters. So because of that, I love the story. That's the first point. And my second point is about the lessons. So the first lesson that I learned is we shouldn't bully people because it can affect them mentally and also physically. So as the ugly duckling, as they were always bullying, teasing, the ugly duckling lost all his confidence, and then it has to move away from its own village, leaving his own mother. So actually, that's very sad. And nowadays, that's what happening in our world also. Everywhere, bullying is like one of the common thing that happens. I feel like bullying is one of a crime that we should take into consider, and we should try to correct this in our teenagers lifestyle. And second is we should learn that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. The final story at the end of the story, the ugly duckling turned into a beautiful duck, a swan like that. So when we first saw the ugly duckling, we didn't know it would become a beautiful swan like that. But after a while only we get to know. So I feel like we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. We should always learn everything, and we must see what's happening, and we should judge after we get to know fully about something. So that's all from me. So that was the reason that I chose ugly duckling. It's not that Jack and the Beanstalk don't have lessons, but I feel like ugly duckling has more lessons for nowadays teenagers. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Yes. I think for my personal opinion, I think both interesting, but I think the most interesting is the Jack and the Beanstalk because I think the slide presentation was quite simpler than the Ugly Duckling. I think maybe the slide for Ugly Duckling a bit crowded, and the storyline for the Jack and the Beanstalk is more simpler. I think it was very like very short story, short sentence. So I think it is very easier to understand. However, it is actually more to fairy tale where they use magic where it doesn't exist actually in the real world. And there was a giant like kids maybe, oh, maybe they will think that the thing is true, but actually it doesn't exist. For the moral story, I will choose Ugly Duckling lah. But for if I have to choose two, I think maybe I choose the Jack and the Beanstalk. uh, it have a moral value actually, where we need to be honest to ourselves, but uh, it it is just a fairy tale, just to enjoy the movie. I think it's okay. I think that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Afika. So for me, actually, I agree with Aina and Darshini about the ugly duckling. Although the Jack and the Beanstalk have a simpler and quite a short story, but for me, it is just a simple story I ever do. But for the ugly duckling, I have more interested in the story because there are more characters and such. When you hear the intonation, actually, I mean I mean like the uh, intonation of Darshini when she talk about the ugly duckling and the story about it. And I think for the moral story, more to the ugly duckling because we cannot compare our like Darshini said, we cannot say that we cannot judge a book by its cover, and we cannot compare the others with us because sometimes that although they are different from us, but in the other hand, they may be as good as the other, and they have the parts of and the side of themselves that are good, but we cannot see. So for the J and the J and the Beanstalk, actually it is quite simple, and for me it does not have many moral story, although it's a fairy tale. Because I think for the kids, for the children to watch is the ugly duckling, so they have more moral value that they can take from the short story. I think that's all. So how about you guys?
I actually agree with Badri. I share the same thoughts as you.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have anything to add? Or do you guys have
Mm.
anything, any change of mind after you guys hear uh, our points about ugly duckling story?
I think I just choose the bit Jack and Beanstalk if I was the kids that's watch the story. So I the about the moral value, I will go for the Ugly Duckling lah.
Uh, Actually, I agree with Afika, although also because for us, if we are a children, we may believe that the fairy tale is true. So
Yeah.
we may find some hint
Yes.
and we just throw it to the window and we wait until they grow.
We hope
Yeah,
the
true.
Yeah,
big
we have to
Yes.
grow,
tree.
and then we can get the gold from the chicken.
Uh,
Would ask my mom, my parents, please buy me one hen so that it would lay
Yeah,
egg,
yeah,
golden egg. True, true.
uh,
But the ugly duckling have many voice like the duck. There are so many
yeah.
ducks, so we use many voice. And
And
yeah.
the
the
Shini
quack sound
voice.
is more realistic to me. That's like quack
Yeah,
quack, and
it was cute.
yeah, it was cute for me.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
do you guys have anything to add? Someone?
I just want to add a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe we didn't manage to meet each of us physically, but we managed to settle our video successfully lah, I guess.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
guys. Good job.
Yeah.
Congrats, guys.
Okay. So that's all. Huh?
Yeah, I think that's
We
all.
we officially finish our third reflection video.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you,
So this,
guys.
Thank you.
okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.